Stats Champions League Season 1. Round of 8. Xixo versus ARee.
Okay, so Hunter mirror match here. And it looks like fairly mid-range Hunter builds from each. We see the Savannah Highmane in the hand of ARee and the Sludge Belcher and the Harrison Jones in hand for Xixo. So give us kind of that information about what kind of decks we're looking at here. And it definitely does look like a mid-range on either side.
Oh yeah, certainly. What we still don't know is that if both players are playing double Freezing Trap or is anybody else running Snake Trap. From Xixo, I think Xixo was playing Snake Trap. He loved Snake Trap last season. And seeing Sludge Belcher is certainly possible that he plays one. With double Juggler though, those Jugglers will be dead before he gets any, so that might be troublesome there.
I think for me, throwing out the double Jugglers shows that there's maybe not a Snake Trap in this deck, because you definitely want to try and keep those if at all possible. Houndmaster coming into hand for ARee, that's a card that is certainly not a must pick in Hunter at this point, and get a lot of work done with Web Spinners and Haunted Creepers.
Yeah, definitely. Houndmaster is a card you play a one-off, and it is kind of like a card that's popular in the current most popular Hunter build, the mid-range one that Trump was playing as well. And right now it's like a very interesting situation on board with a big 6/6 Misha.
That's pretty scary, and it certainly is a good opponent for the 4/4 Misha, the inferior Misha of Xixo. And he has two choices to clear this. It's either with his face, with the Eagle Horn Bow, or running in his Knife Juggler, and neither of those feel like a good play for Xixo.
Yeah, right now Xixo is in trouble. Like, his mana curve seems funny. He won't be able to play, like, he can only pick one card. So he either goes for Eagle Horn Bow and clears them for free, or tries Animal Companion, which does actually nothing. So it was possibly the only play here. Yeah, I don't see Animal Companion being played to face this board. You want to clear the board and win over time. But right now he's definitely in trouble. He is behind in this match, and ARee is just, you know, he can extend the board. He even got the Grizzly Bear to fill the curve on turn 5. He decides not to play Lothab, which I actually personally like. Against Hunter, in this situation, spells are not that great. And Lothab can just seal the game. When you have an advantage, you play Lothab on a board with a lot of minions, and your opponent won't be able to clear that.
Yeah, it can definitely be a real swing play. And when you've got a turn 6 Savannah Highmane, you don't feel that much pressure to play out a big minion and, you know, just play Lothab for the body.
By the way, we got 100% Misha from Animal Companion.
That's true. Misha, a big part of this game so far. And we see the Savannah Highmane coming down. Nimsh, what is your opinion on the Amaz law of Hunter? That if the Savannah Highmane attacks face, then you win.
Well, if there is no Freezing Trap, that's certainly true.
Well, let's see what the traps are actually here. If our producer can show us, that would be nice.
I would guess double Freezing Trap on both sides.
I would think so. Wonders of the spectator mode is that producers can do things like show us how many cards are left or show us what secrets they are. If he's paying attention, he might do that. But we now have dueling Savannah Highmanes here.
The situation is really interesting.
It's a Snake Trap for Xixo.
Oh, that's a Snake Trap. That is important.
Oh,
because...
double Snake Trap.
Wow. Okay. That's unexpected.
AREe's probably thinking about playing this Freezing Trap in his hand then to try and stop the Savannah Highmane.
Well, he has the Lothab, so but then on the other hand, can you really attack into Misha? There is a risk that it's a Freezing Trap, and you don't want to get Savannah Highmane being returned to your hand.
There's a Freezing Trap on both sides, but Xixo isn't going to be able to play his deck to the Lothab. He's thinking about a 5-mana Hunter's Mark here. But I guess we'll probably... Yeah, we're going to see Misha proc the Freezing Trap here.
This matchup suddenly got much more complicated. I didn't expect this much of like a complexity from Hunter versus Hunter, where you have traps on both sides and you have Savannah Highmanes that can't really attack. Let's try to evaluate who has an advantage here. We see that ARee only has 2 cards left, and Xixo has many more. And the boards are more or less similar. And there's Savannah Hymen to face. So if Emma's rule is actually true.
But how does that work in a mirror match? That's the question. Let's see if we get another Misha here.
If he gets a Huffer, Huffer is probably the best to proc the... Oh my god, he actually got a Huffer.
So kill command coming in on the Sludge Belcher. And he's going to be able to proc the Freezing Trap with the Huffer. So that's going to be a nice big threat in Aree's hand. On the spot, it's proccing the Snake Trap.
He's in a situation where he has to count for lethal, because you would normally love to see a Freezing Trap, get half returned to your hand, and then just go 11 to face. But now with 3 snakes and Savannah Hymen, well, basically the problem is they do counter your Freezing Trap.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's going to be pretty bad news. And they actually, they can trade very well with the opposing Snake Trap as well. You can just cancel that out if you're Xixo. The health is also completely balanced at this point as well. This game is really balanced on a knife edge.
I think you have to go for face. Like, there is no reason to trade for snakes. One snake is going to get returned anyway. So, like, your Freezing Trap is toast. And with... you're staring at what? Like 8 plus 2, 10 points of damage. So you probably have to... Like, what Aree had to do is to count how much damage can Xixo deal with kill command and possibly... Unleash the Hounds, or is he dead to kill command at least? With Freezing Trap, that's 8 points of damage. With Hero Power, that's 10, and then kill command, it's not enough. So he will be dead to Unleash the Hounds and kill command, Hero Power. That's why he was thinking so much about attacking face or trying to trade at least one of the snakes. But we can see that Xixo doesn't have those cards, and he is far from lethal, but on the other hand, he will be able to clear the board and set up a Freezing Trap, which will help him to stabilize and then attack with his Hymen again and possibly create a lethal position for the next turn.
Does have a Misha as well if he wants to go for that. Got an extra taunt. So we're going to see snakes for days here.
Oh, that's actually a Snake Trap, not a Freezing Trap. That changes a lot.
Yeah, well, he knew it was, and he knew that as well because the Freezing Trap and Snake went up together, and he'd already procced it. So, knowing what trap he was playing against was pretty big information. He's going to go face with a Hymen as well here, and suddenly, how does the Image rule work? Nobody knows.
Well, kill command top deck is lethal for Aree, and Iron Beak is lethal for Aree. Unleash the Hounds is lethal for Aree.
And he gets the second Shredder into hand. Well, that's definitely not what he needed.
That's not lethal.
And now it looks like Xixo's going to be in the driver's seat.
I think Xixo actually misses 1 damage. Xixo is 1 damage off lethal next turn. This is actually pretty amazing. In this kind of matchup, like with both players having it's not that many cards that Xixo can top deck to win as well. Well, kill command and Unleash the Hounds, but it's not like he can top deck a Wolf Rider or Arcane Golem.
Well played.
So right now Aree just...
What? Did we miscount that?
No, that's not...
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought he was going to... the well played threw me off there. I thought you maybe did have lethal.
Fine. Just like...
Xixo's 1 off lethal here, and he's just going to go ahead and concede. So Aree wins the